Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Sal Straight Post. How you all doing? I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to another episode of Sal Reacts. Hey, apologies for that slight technical difficulties, but welcome to another episode of Sal Reacts. I hope you're all doing well after that result. Big up, Darko. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you here. I hope you're doing well, mate. I hope you're doing well. What can we say? Absolutely. No, yeah, sorry, Sniper Man. Sorry, guys. Yeah, slight technical difficulty with the internet, but we're back again anyway. It's not been a great day, has it? Really, to be honest with you, if you're being totally honest, and if we're being totally blunt about it, it was a poor result at the end of the day. When we're talking about the Brighton game, of course, yeah. It's been a bit crazy at the end of the day. It's a sad one when to think about it, because I was so confident about this game. When we were going into this game, I was in belief that we would actually do it today. You know what I mean? And 3-1 was my prediction, of course. Didn't happen, of course. So at the end of the day, it's just sometimes it's just the way it is at the end of the day. Absolutely. So I was like, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, not acceptable. Yeah, absolutely. I back the players' team normally, but this is unacceptable. At the end of the day, guys, look, this ain't about I'm right, you're wrong, you're right, you're wrong. At the end of the day, look, we lost the game. The football was about fine margins, and when I reflect on the game and I look back at the game, the offside was very unlucky. You know, that would have been 2-1 United, and who knows, the game would have been different. You know, at the end of the day, and we have to be very diplomatic. We have to be very, very smart when we're talking about, you know, fine margins within football, etc. So at the end of the day, look, we lost the game, unfortunate, but we have to move on. And at the end of the day, we have to still believe in the team. We have to believe in Ten Hag, of course, at the end of the day. But guys, look, we are Manchester United fans. We don't celebrate Man United losing. It's not about me being right, you being wrong. But at the end of the day, as I said, football's about fine margins, and sometimes you're going to lose these games. Sometimes teams do lose these games. My only bone I pick is with the team selection, of course. I don't believe the team selection was right. I don't believe that Maguire should have played. I don't believe that Rashford should have played. I just believe that there's a little bit of favouritism going on in regards to Eric Ten Hag, and in regards to his basic choices of players, his favouritism in his favourite players. And we do have to acknowledge that. We do. At the end of the day, he was unlucky. This game, Man United should have won, could have won. On another day, we would have won that game at the end of the day. Last season, we won that game. But at the end of the day, individual errors have cost us again. Playing a left back at right-footed, right-footed player at left back cost us, as you saw at the end, with the huge space for the left-sided players at the end. At the end of the day, the left side of the pitch was very, very null and void at that goal. And the most important thing you do when you're in that position, the most important thing, no, a draw is not acceptable. We don't want a draw, of course. But at the end of the day, don't lose the game. Don't lose the game. Get yourself organised, get yourself prepared. But Dalot went out of his position. And it's not the first time he went out of the position at the end of the day. And it was an individual error. That is not down to Ten Hag, of course. It is an error from Dalot. The first goal was on Harry Maguire. It was an error. He lost his man, of course. So, but you can blame, the one thing you can blame Ten Hag on is the team selection, right? You can blame him on the team selection, but errors within the game are not that all down to him. Of course, they're not all down to him, you know. And the thing is, some of these players are just keep making mistakes, and these players have been getting chance after chance after chance, and just underperforming and making mistakes. We can't keep doing that. Of course, big up Admiral. How you doing, my friend? Thank you so much for joining me this evening on this late sour reacts, basically. Sour reacts. I'll be doing a sour reacts every time after a game, hopefully. So God willing, we're doing a sour reacts every time a game is finished. Of course, absolutely. But Chow, I trust the manager. I don't trust the process. At the end of the day, look, we could throw out all assumptions. Hayden, can I ask who the manager favours? Because I could argue that De Ligt falls into this category, but he didn't start. I think that there's so much of a favouritism, but there is he's obliged to play certain players. Hayden, I think like Rashford. He's obliged to play Marcus Rashford. I think he keeps playing him. I don't think he should play him. I don't think he plays well. But let's not ignore the obvious tactical errors were today in regards to the substitution of Bruno. But at the end of the day, we can look at things in hindsight. We don't know whether Bruno was fit or was he knackered or what. But at the end of the day, things are, everything in hindsight. Everything in hindsight, at the end of the day, it's easy to speak hypothetically about things, of course. But when the game is going on, United dominated that first half. Should have been 1-2-0 up in that game. But as with everything, as it happens all the time, United don't take their chances. They are not ruthless. Against Fulham, we got away with it. We went 1-0 at the end of the day, but we're still not taking the chances. We need a striker in there. And it got me thinking about, a target man at the end of the day. We need a target man. We need someone who's got experience, who can put the ball at the back of the net. Now, Rasmus is not there. We really missed the Rasmus today. We really did miss Rasmus today. We needed that focal point up front. It's important that, look, it's one game. We don't overreact and we don't get the swords out. Yes, initially we're angry, we're frustrated, we wanted to win the game, we're going to get bantered and stuff like that, and we're all in it together, guys. We're all in this thing together. So at the end of the day, look, don't overreact. Of course, there's a big game coming up against Liverpool. If we win that game, and then it's going to be perfect, isn't it? At the end of the day, if we do win that game. So, guys, look, don't overreact. Support the team, and whatever happens will happen. If it materialises, if it doesn't work out for Ten Hag, we know what's going to happen in regards to Eric Ten Hag. We know that if he doesn't win games, he's going to lose his job. But our duty is to support the manager and to support everyone. Let me just get back to these comments. I'm mad we lost to Brighton with the quality of players we have. Me too, mate. Is absolutely me too. Absolutely. Is Man United played good or work? No, they played good, but they weren't ruthless. They played okay in the first half. Second half, they were a bit dull, to be honest. In regards to Xerxes, Sniper Man, I don't know what to say about Xerxes. A lot to say at the moment. There is a lot to say in regards to that. Liverpool will 5-0 up at half-time next week. Yeah, let's see. We'll have to wait and see, guys. We'll have to wait and see. Let's get down to some more of these comments, guys. Sniper Man, yeah, we are mad. Absolutely, we are mad about that. Mount was the glue that was attacking the team together. No, he was not. He was not, mate. We weren't that good when he was playing. We weren't good, but none of them are playing. To be honest with you, I don't think he's good. Sal, why can't he play Sancho on the left as a false nine? I just don't think. Do you know what it is, Admiral? You know what? At the end of the day, I think when a relationship is done, I think the relationship is done. I think last season it's irreparable, in my opinion. There's a lot of egos in football, Admiral, and players, managers especially, are the biggest ego trippers of all. What Sancho did last season was wrong, but I don't think it was the problem today. I think the problem today is that we didn't have a forward. I think that it should have been Bruno as the number 10, and it should have been a striker up front. That's what we should have had at the end of the day. In hindsight, it's a beautiful thing, as they say. Hindsight is a beautiful thing. We talk about, what coulda, shoulda, woulda, coulda at the end of the day, isn't it? Shoulda, woulda, coulda. We should have done that. We should have done this at the end of the day. So, guys, look, Sancho is not going to be playing for Man United. I doubt he's going to be playing for Man United again. I doubt he wants to play for Man United again, Admiral. I believe that. I don't think he wants to. I think the relationship is irreparable. Whoever was right, whoever was wrong, at the end of the day, it's irreparable, and we have to say, look, bygones be bygones. Good luck to you, mate. Good luck to you, mate. And let's just move on in regards to that. Big up, Stephanie. Big up yourself. Thank you so much for joining me, Steph. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. I haven't seen you all day. Good to see you. Good to see you. Admiral, our left wing is dead. No, our left wing is dead. Not only that, our left back is dead. We have no support. Now, what it is in relation to our left wing, it's very important to understand that we don't have a left back. So if you don't have a left back, it affects the left wing. And we don't have a left back, one with a natural left-sided player, you know what I mean? So if you're playing right footers as left backs as right footers, right backs, etc., it's going to harm the balance of the team. And I think that is happening at the end of the day. Although I felt Mazraoui did good today at right back. He's a right back, of course, though. Ahmad should not have started, although he scored a goal. Ahmad done okay. Ahmad was one of our better players, in my opinion. He was one of our better players. I felt that Mazraoui was very good. I felt like Casemiro was slow, looked lethargic, looked tired. At the end of the day, again, what can we do about that? Obviously, we need Ugarte through the door. If this is not a signal of how important Ugarte is to Manchester United, I don't know what it is at the end of the day. This is such an important signing for Man United. We need to get that deal through the door quick. He subbed his favourites and it cost us the game. That Bruno sub killed us great. Me personally, I felt like he shouldn't have subbed Bruno, mate. I felt like Bruno is always capable of something, bro. I think he's always capable of something, and I think he's always capable of producing the unexpected and also creating. I thought it was the wrong mistake. What I mean is like Rashford, players like that shouldn't be playing because they're not performing. They haven't performed for months, last season. It goes back to last season. And at the end of the day, we can't keep playing these players and having sympathy and being, how do you say it, being all apologetic to these players at the end of the day. We can't be doing that. Big up yourself, everyone. Big up Drex. Big up, absolute legends in the chat tonight. Thank you. Another record break under Ten Hag. Lost more away goals since he's here. Mate, he's got a lot of records in his favour as well at the end of the day, So he's the only manager to win 2 trophies in his first 3 seasons. So at the end of the day, guys, look, we can criticise. At the end of the day, what I would say is this. Don't overreact, right? Football is football. You can lose in football, right? You can lose in football. It hurts. It hurts. We're getting bantered from left, right, and centre. I ain't even turned on my phone, guys, right? I ain't even turned on my phone. And you guys, don't feed into it. Whatever happens, happens. If Ten Hag doesn't get the results, he's not going to keep his job. We know that. That is the way. That's the nature of the beast at the end of the day. But it's up to us to be constructive with our argument and see, guys, and understand the problems that be. Because there are problems in that side. Of course, there are problems on that side. Please don't forget to subscribe and like the channel, guys. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Sal, Erik Ten Hag is not bold enough to be a top club. He ain't got enough stubble. Yeah, I know, mate. I know. At the end of the day, look, I trust the manager and I'm going to believe in the manager until he loses his job, if he loses his job at the end of the day. At the end of the day, I've seen things that are good. I've seen things that are bad, but things do need to improve. And I'm going to say that at the moment. I'm balanced. This life is multi-layered, as I've always said. It ain't always what you think and what you expect. It's not always about, he should be sacked, he should be dropped, he made a mistake and blah, blah, blah. It's multi-layered at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, I've seen enough of Ten Hag to say, yeah, he's good enough manager. I've seen some to say, well, that you question. And that's life. You have to question it at the end of the day. You have to question some of the decisions that he's making. You have to question the team selection. Maguire shouldn't have played. I would not have played Maguire. Absolutely not have played Maguire, in my opinion. I don't think he's good enough. And I never have felt he's good enough, of course. Modric, Sancho should not play. Is that, at the end of the day, there's a lot of players out there. I know Man United need a goal. Man United need goals. Man United need a focal point up front. Man United were missing that. Do you know what I would say about this, right? And this is my experience in football. I've been watching football 40-odd years, guys, right? Is that, when you're playing a false number 9, right? A false number 9, or like Spain play, for example, Barcelona play it sometimes. It's good against the likes of Man City and Arsenal. Because you keep the ball more, you ain't just looping the ball forward to the forward, you're keeping the ball more, if you know what I mean. But I felt the false number 9 didn't work. I felt like we needed a focal point up front. And if maybe we need Tony. Maybe we do need even Tony. I don't know what you think about that. Maybe we do need even Tony. Let me just read through some of your comments and catch up. Let me just catch up with some of your comments. Darkrow, Sniper, and you are social media Man United fan. There is a sniper bin for a reason, Darkrow. There's a sniper bin for a reason, but Sniper's a legend in the chat. He's always going to disagree with me. He's always going to have his opinion. But you know what? Sniper will be sniper at the end of the day. No, it's the Guardian news. I thought they would be released the news if we lost. You know what? Do you know what? I'm thinking the same thing anyway. I was thinking the same thing that Man United might announce the signing of Ugarte as soon as we lost. Stephanie didn't see the game, so I can't comment. At the end of the day, Stephanie, same old, same old. You know, bits and bobs we do all right. You know, if I was gonna wrap up the game in a nutshell, it was a bits and bobs we did okay, but not ruthless, and we paid for it with individual mistakes. You know, defensively, as we've done for the last. Big up Stephanie, big up Admiral Drex, big up yourselves, absolutely, big up Hayden. That Mount sub killed our press and control of the game. Mate, at the end of the day, we were doing nothing when Mount was on the pitch. You know, we weren't creating anything. The thing that killed us was not that. The thing that killed us was, number one, the mistakes, right, from Maguire and from Dalot losing his man and the left back. And also the subs. Yeah, I do agree with some of the subs. I felt like, you know, what it is, right? You can't play Mount and Bruno together because at the end of the day, you create nothing. Absolutely nothing. And we did create absolutely nothing. We were nothing in the first half. I didn't even know we had an attack in the first half. So I understand why Ten Hag made the change to make it more attacking. But you either play Bruno or Mount. Don't play two. Don't do that false number 9. Unless you're going to play McTominay as that in that position, don't play the false number 9 with Bruno because he's not a striker at the end of the day, in my opinion. 6i70 watching. Big up Stephanie. Thank you so much. Please just smash the like and subscribe to the channel, guys. You're absolute legends. Thank you so much for joining me. It's the first. I'm going to be doing this a lot more. The Sal React show. I know I should be doing it a lot more in regards to that, but a Sal React show is important, of course, guys. He does not respect the manager, so he should not play. Yeah, this is you know what, we're always going to have opinions about football, about Sancho. Of course, you know what is done is done. At the end of the day, there's a lot that happened. We just want a football team that wins on the pitch. That's what we want at the end of the day, guys. Daniel Billard, people don't realize how good Mount is. Mount is a good player, but he's not an elite player. Now, Daniel, when I talk about number 7s at Manchester United, right? During my 40 years of supporting Man United, right? I look at Eric Cantona. I look at George Best, right? I look at David Beckham. I look at Cristiano Ronaldo, right? I look at number 7, right? This is number 7. When you wear that shirt, that number 7, there's more than just running around and pressing, mate. There's more than just that. You got to do a lot more, right? A lot more. And that goes for a lot more of those players as well. Bruno's not been good enough. I'm not saying that Bruno's the be-all and end-all. He hasn't been good enough at the end of the day. But you have to understand that, you know, when you're wearing that number 7 jersey, the great number 7 jersey, you have to prove you're worthy of that jersey. Do something to make me go, wow, that guy. You're talking about Eric Cantona, Cristiano Ronaldo, David Beckham, George Best. Guys, look, at the end of the day, Mount is a good player, but he's got a hell of a work to do, in my opinion, if he's going to be deemed a great Man United player. You know, Lucky Singh, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for joining the stream. We deserve to win the game. We are sort of out of finishing. Alejandro Garcia, Bruno Fernandes, Xerxes. It will get better. It will get better, Lucky Singh. You lucky man. It will get better. I hope it will. At the end of the day, second half, we created a bit more. We should have won the game. We know we should have won the game. The offside was just luck at the end of the day. It was one of them things. Xerxes got in the way. Maybe was the ball going in anyway? I thought they were going to see we'll have to wait and see about that. But at the end of the day, it was offside, and we had 2 goals disallowed as well. As we know, that's football at the end of the day, and it's fine margins. It is fine margins. Football is all about fine margins at the end of the day, guys. Daniel Bennett, Mount was our best player in the first half. The bar isn't very high at the end of the day, Daniel. I like Mount, as I said, but I'm talking about if you want to wear that number 7 shirt, mate. If you want to wear that number 7 shirt, you've got to do a lot more, mate. Absolutely a lot more than just press. You're Beckham, Cantona. I say it again, George Best. You know, you're talking about Brian Robson. You know, you're talking about legends who wore that number 7 shirt. Running and pressing is a given at Man United. It should be a natural thing at Man United, right? It should be a natural thing. But I didn't see no press. I didn't see no chances created. And that's what I expect from my attacking number 10. You know what I mean? Which is some creation in regards to goals, you know, and that's what I want in regards to people overcomplicate football. Football is a simple game, as the great Alf Ramsey, I think, said that. Football is a simple game, and it is played 11 against 11, and, you know, running off the ball. He runs off the ball well. I've never heard that in my life, you know. The Sniper Man Drex will explain as it's his fault. Yeah, you know what? It is. Life is multi-layered. Life ain't actually as you always think it is. I'm wrong sometimes. You guys are wrong sometimes. We have opinions about it. We have opinions about a manager, you know, but we have to look at it like in a way, not tunnel vision. We have to look at it from all around. What's going on all around at the end of the day. There were mistakes made from the manager. There were mistakes made from the players. At the end of the day, we lost the game. We could have won the game, and that's what it is. We're building, right? This is always going to be a transitional season, and this is always going to be a season where, you know, we're going to make mistakes. And, you know, we need Ugarte in there. Of course, we need Ugarte in there. I hope that De Ligt starts the next game. Look, what's going on with Luke Shaw? You know, they're not helping, are they, at the end of the day? And Composer, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Sal, when everyone thinks you are the problem, is the only right to look at in the mirror. Exactly, mate, exactly. We have had this. Look, it's no coincidence that the same players are not playing well, you know, who haven't played well for years. But at the same time, look, we are Manchester United, not Ten Hag United. Not my opinion, United. I'm not an egotistical guy, so, you know, I'm very open to differences of opinion. I'm very open to changing my opinion as well. At the end of the day, and I look at it from a viewpoint as a person who was full Ten Hag in the last year or so, and actually had so many debates with so many people with big platforms over the last year. I'm going to look at things from a viewpoint of the facts, you know what I mean? I'm not going to look at it like it's all Ten Hag. It's his fault. It's his fault that Dunlop lost his man. It's his fault that Maguire couldn't defend to save his life. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to be like that. I'm going to say, yes, Ten Hag shouldn't have done that, but at the same time, he shouldn't have done that. Yes, Mason Mount is a good player, but at the same time, is he going to take us forward? Do you know what I mean? And that's the way I look at things, guys. 4-0 versus Spurs. Spurs, oh my goodness me, don't say that. My brother's a Spurs fan, Charles. Oh, I haven't looked at the scores, to be fair. I don't want to. We deserve to win a game. Fans don't need to talk about players don't play for us. We did deserve to need to win the game, Lucky Singh. And football is like that sometimes at the end of the day. You know, and we had chances. There was a pass in the first half for Rashford where Ahmad passed it behind Rashford. We were clean through. In the second half, we created more on an attacking front. We were just unlucky. I mean, the offside goal would have made it 2-1 to United. And who knows what would have happened after that. We don't know what would have happened after that. United might have had confidence. Brighton might have came at us and we might have picked them off and it might have been 3-1. We don't know. It's all up in the air, hypothetical, you know, and stuff. We never know what is going to happen. Of course, fan, all Man United fan, 11 best, Ahmed, Canacho, Xerxes, Ugarte, Bruno, Martinez, De Ligt, Dalot, Maritza, Anana. He still playing for Amanda Rashford out. Look, at the end of the day, one thing I would say about the game, and I noticed it in the game, we are walking on the pitch far too much. We're too slow. We're far too slow, guys, in regards to the way we distribute the ball from the back. I think that we're too slow. We're walking. Anana, I like Anana, but he's too slow. He kicks the ball. He's unpredictable. His distribution is unpredictable. He's kamikaze. And he stays on his line too much. And at the end of the day, there's a lot of players there that I could pick the bones off that I don't think did good today. And yeah, you may agree, you may do. Ghosts of Man United, Rashford. There's many ghosts at Man United. The ghosts of Christmas past. Of course, McTominay and all that. We've got loads of ghosts at Man United. That's why they call them Scooby-Doo. That's why they call him Scooby-Doo. Composed view. We did not deserve to win, draw the game. How can people say we deserve to win? I think at the end of the day, in the first half, we played well. But composed view, at the end of the day, in the second half, Brighton played well. They did play well. And we didn't react to that. We made substitutions. And I don't think those substitutions were the right substitutions at the end of the day. Especially in regards to Bruno coming off, Ahmad coming off. Ahmad and Bruno added an outlet to us that, kept Brighton back because they were scared of them. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, definitely. Admiral Drex, I hear you, Sal. We lack creativity. We do, mate. And at the end of the day, if you're playing a false number 9 with no striker, how are we going to create? You know, and we've been saying this like for a year, haven't we? And at the end of the day, we need We need creativity from the wings. We need creativity from the number 10, false number 9, whatever you call it. We're not creating enough. We're not scoring enough. You know, it's very rare we see a goal these days. If we can see 2 goals, it's very likely we lose. You know, and that is a problem. Mazraoui naturally plays left back and Dalot naturally plays right back. No, they're both right-footed, mate. They're both right-footed, Sniper Man. They're both right-footed. Mazraoui can play left back, but he's not a left back. He's a right-footed right back, mate. But he can play left-sided centre back and he can play left back. But he's a right footer. We need left backs on the left side. We need right footers on the right side. Left, right. That's what we need at the end of the day, guys. Yeah, let me just get some more of them. Sancho cost 74 million. He's 84 appearances and scored 12 goals. He's the English Anthony. Anthony 84 appearances, 11 goals. God, blimey. I'm not going to get in a debate about Jadon Sancho now. Hayden, do you know what? Jadon Sancho's leaving the club. It looks like he's been left at the team twice now in a row, the squad twice in a row. So it looks like so. Sal, but his passing was not good. Sniper Man, in regards to who? Mazraoui, in regards to, let me see, Sniper Man, Mazraoui. Yeah, his passing was right. He's new to the club. You've got to give him a chance to bed himself in, of course. He was one of the better players, I felt, in my opinion. But we didn't, as I said earlier on, the bar wasn't high. The bar wasn't put that high, was it, at the end of the day? Yeah. Composed view, there was no energy. The passes weren't sharp. We seemed lethargic. Mate, absolutely spot on, composed view. I agree. I feel like that we didn't have urgency. You know, when we went 2-1 behind, when we went like 1-1, like we didn't have urgency to win. We didn't go for the game. We didn't go for the neck. Do you know what I mean? We didn't really go for the juggler. Brighton were there for the taking. Brighton were there, you know, and we just didn't push it to the level that we could have pushed it. We did look lethargic. We did. Again, you know, and why do we look lethargic? What's going on? They're not being trained by Ten Hag. This is Ruud van Nistelrooy. This is René Hake. If these players cannot hack it, excuse the pun, if these players cannot hack it, then these players need to go at the end of the day. And if Casemiro doesn't have the legs, then what's he doing here? Don't bet Ahmed should play left wing. Could be, mate. Could be. Garnacho, Ahmad should play, and I think Xerxes and Bruno should play, in my opinion. And that's how I would play. I wouldn't play the false number 9 unless we're playing away to Man City or something like that. You know, something like that. It's a tough game, basically. Lucky Singh, we're looking sort of finishing goal manager, right about that. Yeah, we're not good at finishing at the moment. Our finishing is absolutely dreadful. We should have won 5-1 against Fulham. We know that. We should have won comfortably against Fulham, but we made it into a game for Fulham at the end of the day. In regards to today, I didn't think we created enough. You know, I didn't think we had the urgency. I didn't think we're pushing enough in regards to that. You know, so I was disappointed in that, in regards to that. Composed view. Manu looks like he can't play football. He can. He played well today, I felt. He looked tired, though. He looked tired. But I felt he played okay, in my opinion. Not great, but he played okay. He has played a lot of football over the years. He's a young lad as well. We have to remember that. He's a young kid. You know, we have to give him a chance as well. He's playing too much football. That's why I was an advocate for Zubimendi, players like that, so we can, you know, bring in him, drop Manu, you know, Ugarte, drop Casemiro, bring in Ugarte. You need a squad at the end of the day. 4 Premier League goals for Haaland today again. If Ineki Butts and David Moyes had got to laugh, otherwise you cry. Massive game against Liverpool now next weekend. Must win, mate. Must win. If we lose, then God knows, you know, God forbid. It's a must win, and nothing heals the wounds than a win against Liverpool, doesn't it? Nothing heals the wounds than a win against Liverpool. And let's be positive, guys. Let's not be too downbeat. It's one game. All right, it's one game. I know it hurts, but we need to understand that. Dylan, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining the stream. Dollar out of position. Guy had the best season, the right back, and then you move him to left back. Mate, we need a left back, Dylan. We need a left back. I've been an advocate for a left back. I don't know why we didn't go with Kadioglu. He's cheap. At the end of the day, we need to get someone like Humaso in there, so we need a left back, Dylan. You know, he's not a left back, and he's playing left back. Fair play to him. He's going to make mistakes. It's not his position, naturally. You know, so we'd either play Mazraoui or Dalot as right back, and we have a left back. Thank you, Luke Shaw, for, you know, everything. Darko, so I don't see the divine light in your face today. I can understand why your soul club is lost. Look, mate, I haven't got the light in my face today. Yeah, because we lost the game. I don't like losing with Man United. I'm a big Man United fan, guys. And you know, with me, it hurts. You know, it does. It hurts. And it hasn't stopped hurting for 40 years. It's the same now than it was when I first turned on the television to watch Manchester United, or the first time I walked into Old Trafford at the end of the day. At the end of the day, it hurts more when we lose like that. You know, and again, we should have won. In theoretically, for some people who think we shouldn't have won. Again, we shouldn't have lost, should I say. It was 1-1 with, God knows, 95 minutes on the clock. And we end up losing the game, for God's sake, you know. And that's what I don't want, you know, is us losing like that. It hurts more, of course. We've had too many of them over the last couple of years, of course. Mount killed us off. The ball work is unreal. Yeah, he's Daniel. His ball work is very good off the ball. He needs more though. He needs more. I want to see more on the creative side, on the goal scoring side as well. Early likes, people. Thank you, guys. Don't forget, please smash a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much, guys. Sal reacts will be every time after a game. Hopefully, guys. Hopefully, Mazrui naturally plays right back, not left back. Yeah, absolutely, he plays right back. He's a right footer. Dalot plays right back as well. He's a right footer, and we got right footers on left back, which is why probably the left-sided pitch of the pitch was so exposed in the 95th minute and the corner. You know, it was a foul. I thought it was a foul on Mazrui anyway before the corner. Manager had to drop Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, Rusty. Not going to add anything for Manchester United. Rashford shouldn't have started, in my opinion. I think Rashford is a super sub. I do. I don't think Garnacho is a super sub. I think Rashford is a super sub. Lucky Singh. But in regards to Bruno Fernandes, the thing with Bruno Fernandes, right, is a, you know, he can come out with a bit of magic. You know, he's the only one who can come out with a creative spark. You know, he's one of the only ones who can come out with a creative spark, of course. Like I say, why do Manchester United fans overreact? Mate, at the end of the day, it's, you know, you have a reaction after the game, and I did. At the end of the day, I won't deny it. I was upset we lost, but the way we lost, it's just because of the way we lost. I felt like we could easily have won that game. But at the same time, look, you can't overreact, guys. I'm still Ten Hag in. I still support the manager. I still believe in this team. I still do. You know, until it's impossible for me to back him, I will still back him, because at the end of the day, I'm seeing individual errors in this team that can be avoided, right? So it's not all doom and gloom. It's not. And you're right, Lucky Singh. You know, fans do overreact. You know, some of them have an agenda against Erik ten Hag. Some of them have had agendas from the before. So they're waiting for any little mistake, any little crumb that they can get for the table to justify their points last season. But that was last season. Ten Hag won the FA Cup after that. You know what I mean? Beating Man City. Do you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, things have to improve, and you have to look at things without your blinkers on, without tunnel vision. You have to look at it from all sides. You know, just believe, guys. Just believe. Absolutely. Good to have you here, though, Singh. Thank you so much, Lucky Singh. It's so good to have someone with a different opinion again on the channel. Thank you. He was left back before Bayern. No, it was he played there, but he's a right footer, mate. He's a right footer. If you look at his career over the years, he's a right footer. I like left foot on left back, right foot on right back, left wing on left wing, right foot on right wing. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean. If you know, you know. Exactly. We need to bring more players in immediately. Hayden, absolutely. You know what? If the need for Ugarte wasn't exposed today, it was exposed today, wasn't it? At the end of the day, we need Ugarte in there. He's got the legs. Do you know what I mean? We need more than that, to be honest. We do. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't cry if we just got one at the moment, because Ugarte he's the difference maker. I said it many times over the last few weeks and months. He's the difference maker. He's the one who can change everything, of course. He is the difference maker, guys. Irfan, Ten Hag is not good for the EPL. He is good only in the Cup. It remains to be seen, my friend. It remains to be seen. I think he is. But look, football's an education. At the end of the day, football educates people. It makes you learn. You know what I mean? He could do it. He could. At the end of the day, he could do it. Guys, 20 watching, just 7 likes. Please equate the figures. Thanks. Thank you, Admiral Drex. Thank you so much. You're absolute legend, mate. Anything you want, let me know. You're absolute diamond. Thank you. Let me just read this one. Composed view. Sal, No, Sal, this was bad and should not be losing to 31-year-old Bundesliga 2 manager on his second game of the season. Composed view, look, I'm not saying it's good. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's acceptable. It's not acceptable. We don't lose the game because, and we celebrate. We don't. I'm not happy at the end of the day. But at the same time, I know football, and football could happen. Football comes up sometimes, Football happens sometimes. And sometimes we lose, but hopefully we beat Liverpool, and we go from there. If we beat Liverpool, then we go from there. If we lose to Liverpool, then serious questions have to be asked. And that's the way life is at the end of the day. At the end of the day, we have to give it a chance. Let's let Agati come in, yeah? Let's let him play De Ligt. Let's let him play Xerxes in the team. Let's let him implement those players into his tactics, right? And let's see. I'm not saying that he's invincible. I'm giving it till Christmas. I said it. I'm giving it till Christmas. But if it's really bad before Christmas, then we're going to have to look at it, and we're going to have to look at it fairly, of course. Like you say, Manchester United fans are overreaction in the world. Biggest club in the world, isn't it? We should be doing better. We are the biggest club in England. We should be winning. The Sniper Man, do you read Lucky Singh's comments? Complete contrasting views, of course. Complete contrasting views. Guys, thank you, Stephanie. Like, subscribe, comment. Thank you so much. Absolute legend. Angel in the chat. A legend of the chat. A legend. And Composer agreed. Absolutely. Look, at the end of the day, this is about opinion. You guys have opinion. We have opinion. That's the beauty of football. At the end of the day, Lucky, seen enough. At the end of the day, Lucky, in regards to Ten Hag in or Ten Hag out? You've seen enough. The improvements aren't good enough for the time he spent. Well, mate, at the end of the day, how long would you give it? How long is a piece of string at the end of the day? How long would you give this manager? If you were the board, how long would you give him? It is only 2 games into the season. Let's not overreact, right? We are not overreactive. Over 500 million spent his first season, and we struggled against Seagulls with 50-year-old Milner in midfield. I know this, mate. I absolutely know that. But at the end of the day, no one has done well for Manchester United in the last 15 years. At the end of the day, regardless how much money we spent, $1 billion in that time as well. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, there's nowhere to hide this season, Dylan. There's nowhere to hide. So if the results don't go his way, we know what's going to happen, Dylan. There's no point putting extra pressure on him. There's no point jumping on his back. There isn't. You can criticize, but it's no point because we know what's going to happen, Dylan. If you firmly believe he's not good enough, he's going to lose his job anyway. So at the end of the day, the best thing for us to do as fans is to try and support the team, right? Try and support the team. And if it goes pear-shaped, it goes pear-shaped. At the end of the day, he's not being sacked this week. He's not. At the end of the day, it's all about opinion, right? I remember when people wanted Sir Alex Ferguson sacked. I was around that time. I was at the games that time. So at the end of the day, you may be right, Dylan. At the end of the day, you may be right. And who knows? At the end of the day, he might win against Liverpool and everyone is happy again. There is no hiding place this season. There's not. It's the 3rd season. We know, right? So if it doesn't go right, you know what's going to happen, don't you? Hayden, after losing this, I demand a victory against Liverpool. Absolutely. Hayden, you have every right to have that. I expect to win against Liverpool. Absolutely. And I think we will beat Liverpool, to be honest with you. That's the sort of things we do, don't it? Isn't it? It's the small teams we struggle against, which is the problem. 9 likes. Thank you so much. Not many, but it's a new show. Sal reacts, of course, after the game. So I'll just keep pushing the likes, guys. I've got 16 online. Guys, please smash a like. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the season. Could I do that? Hopefully. I usually back the players in the club, even though the last season before the signings. But with this transfer window, this is not acceptable. It's absolutely your prerogative, Sniper Man. That is your opinion. You feel that way. Absolutely. You have every right to feel that way, my guy. I'm not going to say no. We had to drop Bruno Fernandes, Rashford, because not speed. There was not enough speed, I know. But at the end of the day, that if we're looking at it from above, that wasn't the reason we lost. We lost because of individual errors. That's why we lost. Do you know what I mean? I supported Eric Ten Hag in the summer and against my neighbours, etc. You know what? I fell out of a lot of people composed for you supporting Eric Ten Hag. You know, but I'm going to down this hill. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm not a flip flop. I'm going to look at things how they are. It's a disappointing result, as you saw after the game. I was very disappointed. I was very disappointed if you see me. You know, but at the end of the day, look, I see it as one game, but the Liverpool game, I'm telling you now, that is so important. That is very, very, very important. Do you know what? We have to go on a winning run. We have to go on a winning run now. I don't care. Don't look right at that to me. Manager has kept right players. Don't look right to me. Manager has kept right players. Look, at the end of the day, there's a lot of off-field issues. There's a lot of problems going on at the club. You know, things are starting to get better with the Ineos coming in, and we're starting to rebuild, and we're starting to add a bit of structure to us. It's just a few months into this, of course. So Ugarte needs to come in, of course. De Ligt needs to be integrated into the team. We do need a left back. I said it. I've been saying it. Again, I don't know how important, how many times I have to say it. We do need a left back, of course. And we go from there. It'd be a lot better, of course. It would be a lot better. Adiemi, how you doing, my friend? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Please, can you mobilize people for protest to sack Ten Hag? I would never do that, my friend. Adiemi, I would never instigate a anti-Ten Hag movement because, and I'll tell you why, we still got the Glazers at the club, my friend. You know, we still got the Glazers. They're the owners of the club still, you know. At the end of the day, what's going to happen is Ineos won't take any rubbish, right? So Ineos are a different ownership completely now, 27%, whatever it is, right? If Ten Hag doesn't get the results, you know what's going to happen, isn't it? But don't do this, right? It's one game. One game. I beg you, Ademi, don't do it, right? We got one game. Support the game against Liverpool is huge. We go and we smash Liverpool. Who knows what can happen? You never know. Football's a confidence thing. And you never know, guys. You never know. How is he still trying to figure out how to play in his third season? I just feel like he's still got some of those players there that have been there for 10 years. And that's what I would say in regards to that, you know. At the end of the day, I keep saying it, composed view. You know, if it doesn't go well, we know what's going to happen, don't we? You know, and at the end of the day, I'm going to support Ten Hag until he's no longer Man United manager, of course. So at the end of the day, if results don't go his way, we know what's going to happen. He don't need us to tell him that. Pransav, we need Ugarte, but won't play until after the international break because he's got no fitness. Yeah, I know. We needed him a long time ago, guys. We needed a long time ago. We needed him. And yeah, it would have been handy today, wouldn't he? It would have been very handy today. Manager is own right. Yeah, absolutely. Look, Lucky Singh, look, you know, he needs the right players. He does. Absolutely, he does. And Composed View, absolute. You absolute legends in the chat. Do you know what? We don't always agree, but you're always legends. At the end of the day, we dream the same dream. We want the same thing. At the end of the day, we want United to be successful. That's what we want, guys. That's what we want. You can see now why we need a left back. Yeah, I know. Exactly, Brian. We've been talking about this for ages, haven't we, Brian? You know what I mean? I don't know how we let Kadioglu slip through our fingers. I don't know how we're going to let Hamaso slip through our fingers. Gutierrez slip through our fingers. We need a left back. Luke Shaw is not interested. Luke Shaw is not interested in, you know, putting in the work. At the end of the day, it's as simple as that. Dylan, from the game today, we need a proper number 10, not a CDM. Yeah, well, you know, so you're not a fan of Mount then, because he played number 10, isn't it? Yeah, I think we need. I would have got Omo. Dylan. I would have done it. I was talking about him a few weeks ago. And I would have got Omo, definitely, 100%, because I think he's brilliant. Pransav, 2 false 9 is a waste of time. Yeah, I agree, Pransav. It was a tactical error. Absolutely. I wouldn't have played false 9 against Brighton, you know. But maybe he didn't have a choice. My man attack, we still have to be more ruthless. Yeah, we do have to be ruthless. We miss a lot of chances. We're not composed. We're lethargic. You know, we don't push hard enough. When we went 1-1, that's when we really should have went for the game, of course. That's when we should have really went for it, of course, guys. After we took off Mason Mount, Brighton were all over us. Brighton were all over us, not only because of Mason Mount. Mason Mount was at the front, but at the end of the day, we shot ourselves in the foot. I felt like Casemiro ran out of legs. That's why Brighton were all over us. No luck at all today. No, absolutely. Especially the offside goal. Especially offside. So, composed view. The midfield lacks control, and as a coach from Ajax, the Netherlands, he should know better. His decisions to buy Mount when we had needed a control of midfielder is poor. If it was his decision, composed view. If it was his decision, I've heard contrasting stories, but yeah, I agree with that one. We was better with Mount than without. You see difference in opinion. You see the difference in opinions. You see that it's absolutely different. Now he doesn't know where to play Mount. There you go. There's two different opinions. Absolutely. Well, Mount has to prove himself. I agree. Like I said, United need goals. What's the figure? Get the ball to players. Get how quicker. We need to work quicker with the ball. We're very slow at the back. We don't work hard. We're not quick with the ball. Our interchange from the front to the back to the front is too slow. We're walking at the back. We're getting the ball passing backwards. We can't keep doing that, man. We need to think more positive, and we need to keep going forward, guys. Brian Robson, absolute Brian Robson. You know who wore that shirt. You know what I mean? You know the levels that you have to get to when you talk about Man United. There's no game. We are desperate for a manager whose thinking is on par with the fans. One, we are yet to get that manager since Sir Alex Ferguson left. And are all these bad managers, Darkrow? You know, that's what Jim Ratcliffe said. He said, are they all bad managers? I doubt it. You know, at the end of the day. Brian, why take Bruno off? We don't know. I want to know the story behind that. Someone told me he had a thigh strain. But it was, if not, then we'll have to wait and see. That's the issue right now. Absolutely, Lucky Singh. Our issue is goal scoring. We need a goal scorer. We need a focal point up front where we can, have a goal threat. Someone who can worry the defenders. Do you know what I mean? It's better that way. Do you know what I mean? We're more dangerous with a striker up front, not just false nine. It's easy to defend. Bruno Rashford, Rusty have to go off. Probably, most likely. But the players who came on were good enough at the end of the day. The manager is subpar. The game made me realise the manager really isn't elite at the end of the day. That's your opinion, composed view. I take the stance of let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. But I respect your opinion, composed view. Absolutely. We might win cups, but we won't win the league with him. Well, it's not a good start, is it? At the end of the day, it's not a good start, composed view. Lucky Singh, if player work finishing Manchester United not there yet. No, they're not there yet at the end of the day. He needs to integrate these players into the side. Of course, there are a number of players who've just signed. Let's not forget, there's a number of players there that just signed for the club. Our passing is lethargic. Our players don't move into spaces exactly to provide options. Please watch Ipswich. I am amazed at how they play. Yeah, but they got smashed, didn't they, today? Didn't they? Look, at the end of the day, yeah. Things have to improve. We know that. Absolutely. Mason Mount serves as the best English tea and biscuits from his house in the English summer. Oh, dear. I posted a dance on TikTok with Mason Mount. Did you see it? That chicken dance. It was that moment I thought, he's not the right guy. At the end of the day. Like I said, it's about having the ball intelligence. Absolutely, like I said. And it's about speed as well. And, if I talk about Paul Scholes saw a pass way before anyone else saw the pass. He was 3 moves ahead of everyone else. And that is what makes an elite player. For us going forward, we will have to be intelligent with our position next. Yeah, we have to be, and we have to be ruthless, mate. We're not scoring enough goals. Absolutely not. Hayden, I get what you're saying about Mount in terms of he needs to be more, but can't control games when he's not playing. It seems like, mate, if it works like that, if we can't control games, my opinion would be is that don't play Bruno up front. Just don't play Bruno up front. It's not going to work, guys. At the end of the day, it's not working. I would get a striker, man. I would, absolutely, or play Xerxes. It's not his fault he wears number 7, and he wanted the number 7, Daniel. And I'm not saying he's brilliant, but as a Bruno, we get killed a mid when we play a striker. Mate, at the end of the day, there's nothing I would love more than Mason Mount to come out and just to be one of the best players at Man United and lead us to trophies. I would love that. At the end of the day, they play for Man United, and I want them to succeed. Chow, this is the season on to Tarek. How many excuses will you give this manager? I'm giving the manager no excuses, mate. I've not given him one excuse. I'm calling the game as it is, Chow. At the end of the day, the game, I'm calling it as it is. And I'm saying don't overreact. It's one game, guys. If you're going to react like this after every single game we lose, we're going to react like this a lot because football teams lose sometimes, you know? How many Champions Leagues did Man City have? One. Do you know what I mean? They lose sometimes. Darko, I support the manager doesn't mean I can bring us a certain say. Yeah, that's true. That's true. At the end of the day, we have to wait and see. No one's going to be Sir Alex Ferguson level at the end of the day. Chow, yeah, look, as I said, Chow, look, if it doesn't improve, we know what's going to happen. By the end of the day, I support the manager for now, at the end of the day. Manager is correct. We're still not finishing our chances, yet Bruno Fernandes, Rashford had the bench. It's just that we're not creating enough, mate. Today, I didn't see any clean opportunities at the end of the day. It was a bit messy. It was a bit crazy. Agreed, Cal. Absolutely. Legend of the chat. Bruno, when he passes, he calls the team to lose shape, and that's when Brighton was able to play through the middle of the pitch, when Mount plays all the passing lines down the centre of the half. And this is what I was saying, Hayden. I was saying you play one or the other. You don't play both. You either play Bruno or you play Mount. Why not give Mount a chance then? Take Bruno out of the team, play Xerxes up front, play Mount behind him, and let's see what can happen. Chow, you don't need everyone to agree with you. Not everyone wants to jump on the manager negatively. You can criticise. Criticise, exactly, Emil Drex. It's about criticism. It's about constructive criticism. I don't like hate. I don't like this bald fraud rubbish. At the end of the day, he's lost the game. And we know, Drex, you know, if he loses more games, we know what's going to happen. He don't need us to tell him. We don't need us to get on his back. We know. Do you know what I mean? Lucky Singh. Why don't I just kick over the midfield? Oh, no. What can we do? That's what the song should be. I'd rather be searching for a coach right now because Ruud van Nistelrooy is not the coach to build with us as well. This will be Erik ten Hag's last season. He bought Onana for distribution and his passing is slow and inaccurate. Oh, this is getting people on him. Why is one talking about Ruud being the attacking coach? He's a coach. That's it. He's a coach. I rate Ruud highly. Brilliant coach. Won trophies with PSV as well. Hayden, Onana came off his line to punch the ball out from the cross and he played the ball to Dalot for the left foot cross for Ahmad. Yeah, you know what? It's not all bad at the end of the day. He are something. You know, even the worst players in the world do bonus sometimes. Said fans, it's about more creative players and putting goals in the box. That's what football's about, Lucky Singh. Exactly. That's what it's all about, and that's what we want to see. 13 likes, guys. Thank you so much, guys. Absolutely. Thank you for joining me, you absolute legends. Now we lost it. It will be interesting to see who starts the next game. Look, he can't pick the same team. It's as simple as that. He's going to have to do something. They're going to have to get back on the training field, Hayden, and work something out, you know, and do something that works at the end of the day. You know, I hope Garnacho, Joshua Xerxes, match fit Diallo having a match. Next game, we hope they all play. Lucky Singh, I hope so. Big up, Lucky Singh. United, we need to sort finishing when we have chances. Yes, absolutely. Can we stop saying there should be this, that football didn't work like that? Can we stop saying we should this, we should that? Football didn't work like that. Football doesn't work like that, but also football doesn't work like you lose one game and then it's all doom and gloom. Teams lose. Football works like that. That's the way it is. You know, Sal, your hair will turn salt redding and understanding Lucky Singh's comments. Mate, I understand. Did you know me? Not bilingual. Bilingual? Multilingual. Not bilingual. Is it bilingual? I can understand anything, guys. Anything. Absolutely, mate. Me, I'm a different animal when it comes to those. I read between the lines. Gropal, evening, sir. How you doing, my friend? As you said earlier, we have no killer instinct. Casemiro played crap, too slow. Absolutely. Rashford is liability. We need a general midfield to hurry up like Ugarte. Absolutely. We desperately need a striker. You see that comment from Grayo? Guys? Absolutely brilliant comment. You know, balanced criticism. What we need to fix the problem. You know, I love those sort of comments. You know, obviously it come from Grayo, legend of the chat. Daniel, the problem is we don't defend as a team. We need to move up and down the field. I love Bruno, but his positional sense is terrible. I have to agree partly with that, mate. I have to agree. You know, It's got to be better now. It's got to be better. We understand it's got to be better, absolutely. All management team point and strikers ruthless. We hope that things will get better. It's going to take time. We know that. Of course, I really don't care about winning. At this point, we just need a coach manager to coach this team to play elite football, and the results will follow. Composed view, we're in the same boat, my friend. We want the same thing. We dream the same thing. Lucky Singh, composed view, it's going to take time to figure out the best players in the team game. Look, at the end of the day, we need Ugarte. I told you Ugarte would get us 20 points this season. I did say that earlier on, didn't I? Didn't play today. We need to score goals, make compression on the opposition. Absolutely incredible. We do need to score goals. Big up Randy. Big up yourself. Legend of the chat, of course. Absolutely. Grayo, at the end of the day, we lost the injury time to improve in Brighton. 2 disallowed goals and it's work in progress. Exactly, Grayo. Do you know what? It hurts, Grayo. It hurts when we lose. We were watching the game and it hurts when we lose. But at the end of the day, when you just sit back, we're still Manchester United, right? We're going to get there, guys. We're going to get there. Don't worry. We will get back to where we belong. We will get there. Don't worry. Let them talk. Let them. I believe the manager. Big up, Singh. Absolutely. You will be rewarded, my friend. We will need to push, sign Ugarte, maybe another midfielder. We do. If this is not signalled that we need more players, then I don't know what is. At the end of the day. Lucky Singh, not very lucky today. It wasn't lucky today. No, even Honey Bun in the chat. Honey Bun the dog. He didn't get us the victory today, sadly, Doesn't work all the time. Sal, yeah, big up, big up, big up. Starting Maguire and Rashford was not working. No, it's not working, Sanjay. Absolutely agree. I didn't agree with the Maguire and Rashford starting this game. I thought it was a mistake, Sanjay. Absolutely. Good point. Absolutely. Garnacho and De Ligt need to play next game. I'm not panicking at all, but Eric Ten Hag needs to change a few things and play a team on merit rather than their name. Absolutely, Grayo. And this is what I've been trying to touch on. Favoritism will lose you the job. It will lose you the job, And I can't defend favoritism at the end of the day. And I think favoritism was slightly today, and I'm starting to get a little bit irritated by it, And I've been a firm supporter of Ten Hag. Brain, when working best to work best player, best roles. Brain, when working best, try to work players in the best. So play players in the best roles is exactly what we need to do. Left foot, left back. Right foot, right back. Left midfield, left foot, left midfield. Right foot, right midfield. That's how it should be. Crossing on a sixpence, like David Beckham used to do. Do you remember those days? We don't do it anymore. Ten Hag is the best manager. Can't blame the manager for individual mistakes. Absolutely. And that's a good point. You can't blame the manager for individual mistakes. And that is very, very true. Very true. Thank you, Randy. Team game. Exactly. Team game. Ten Hag must go. That's Garrett. Garrett, I thought you were the air of all positivity, my guy. You've gone negative today. What's going on, my bro? What's going on? Lucky Singh, whether win or lose games. Absolutely. Team game, absolutely, guys. Let me just read through these last comments. Strikers, make sure they're ready. Yeah, we need strikers. Garrett, he is to blame for the team selections. I absolutely agree with that, Garrett. I'm not going to deny that. I was disappointed with the Maguire and Rashford selection and the false number 9, in my opinion. I agree with that. Guys, I do agree. 14 likes. Thank you, Admiral Dress. You're absolute legend. Thank you for joining. Come on more often. We have fun on here. It's absolute jokes. Little patience, structure, manager, please. Yeah. Wait. That's what it is. Patience is a virtue, as they say. I'm with the manager. Big up, Lucky Singh. Big up yourself. You absolute legend. Well done. We need even Tony. I don't care how. Sorry for Rasmus. I said that on my tweet earlier on. I do think we need an experienced striker. I do believe that. He lost versus Liverpool. We're playing Liverpool next week. Massive game. Irfan. Massive game. Must win. Try to get the strikers ready to score goals. Man. Yep, absolutely. Lucky Singh. Yep. Let's read this. I am with the manager. Yeah, read that one. Lucky Singh. I am with the manager. Agrees with it. Finishing chances and a stronger defence. Yes. Things will get better, Lucky Singh. Things will get better. Let me just read some of these. Ineos, just come, give a little time and play. Yeah, they need just give a little patience. Let's take that said, of course. Is Man United better than Arsenal or Liverpool? Individually, I would say yes. I do believe that. I'm not going to change my mind, fan. You think I'm going to change my mind? Man United will beat Liverpool next week. Don't worry about that. I'm disappointed, but not angry. Yeah, disappointed today. Wanted to win. as we always do, of course. Fans, we just want Ineos sorting out transfers. They're going to sort them out. Don't worry about that big week coming ahead. Glazer is a big flop. F the Glazers, as we say. F the Glazers, guys. Lucky Singh, just give the manager the all-time attack backfires. Lucky Singh, big up. Yeah, glory, Man United. Glazers out, everyone. Glazers out, Glazers out. Kadioglu is a right-footed player. Kadioglu is a left-footed player, guys. Left wing. Left side is centre back. He's never played right back, mate. He's a left footer, and he's a natural left back. He plays left wing back, left side is centre back, left midfield. Gives you a clue, my friend. Gives you a clue. Let's have a look at Dia. Dia Hub Sports. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. We need to be more clinical players as a team. Absolutely, Dub Hub. Absolutely, I agree. We need to be clinical. We need to be ruthless. We lost this. We've lost this over the years. At the end of the day, we've lost the ability to be clinical. We need a number 10. We need someone to control the midfield and maintain possession, and the winger can play. Mate, we need a lot of positions at the moment, my bro. We do need a lot of positions composed. Get Amrabat back. I miss Amrabat. He's a good player. A winger can dribble and cross and when shoot when required. Absolutely, like Ryan Giggs and David Beckham. Of course, guys. Guys, it's an absolute pleasure joining you. I'm about to finish the show now. I've been here an hour. You absolute legends. I'll be back tomorrow. Don't forget to join me, guys. Let me just read out a couple of more comments. Hey, Honey Bun is distraught and having a counselling. Oh, you joker. Honey Bun. The luck has run out. Big up Singh, big up Lucky Singh. Lucky Singh, I'll be back tomorrow, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me read this one. Bagambi Bright, the team currently is lacking defensive midfielder. I think Casemiro will become better coming off the bench. I agree with that, Bagambi. Absolutely. Very, very, very good point. Let me read this one from Han Solo. Not many dangerous situations, 2 goals from silly mistakes. It's not the coach, but players in the back need time to gel. Thank you very much, guys. Absolutely brilliant show. Thank you so much for joining me on Sal Reacts. I'm doing this after every single game, of course, when I can. But guys, keep the faith and don't forget, I'll be back tomorrow for Breaking Dawn. If nothing breaks in regards to transfers, I'll be back again for the update, for the Sal Reacts. Again, of course. Let me just read out one more for luck. Randy, I've been crying for Edison for 2 weeks now. I've been crying for a midfielder, mate, for 2 weeks. You know, anyone, please, anyone. And a left back. Anyone, please, guys. Please. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. You absolute legends. You are the kings of the chats. You are the kings of the chats, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I will be back tomorrow for Breaking Dawn, of course. You guys who are new, don't forget to join me for Breaking Dawn, of course. I will be here tomorrow morning, as I am every single morning. Every morning, I'm here in the morning at 7 a.m. UK time, 10 a.m. Middle Eastern time, 8 a.m. Central European time, of course, Central European time. So, guys, look, it can only get better, all right? I know it's not perfect, but it can only get better. I'll be back very soon, guys. You absolute legends. Thank you so much. We bring on Liverpool. We bring on Liverpool, guys, and enjoy it. Take it easy, guys. Have a fantastic Saturday. It's Saturday, guys. Enjoy it. Have something to eat. Enjoy it. Go meet your loved ones. Have fun. Enjoy it. You know, forget it for now. I know it's hard, but just forget it for now. Take it easy, guys. All the best. Peace.